Alright, this is going to be a video of this 42-inch generic ceiling fan I got at the Habitat Restore. I got it because I'm a volunteer there, and basically what I do for them is clean up and fix fans and lighting they receive a donation, make them more presentable, and run better than they originally were. Now what I mean by generic is this was a fan sold at a local store called Canadian Tire, basically a automotive and home improvement center. They were available in several different finishes. This one is gunmetal, which was the most popular. It was also available in polished brass, which was somewhat popular. And the third one was verde green. However, they discontinued that because I don't see it anymore. Kind of unfortunate because that was actually my favorite due to the fact it was the most unique. The first, second, and third edition of this fan were actually branded something. That was SMC because that's actually the manufacturer who made them. After that, they switched to just a generic manufacturer and totally redid the box. It was basically just a picture of the fan and some specs, really nothing else. And then in 2011, they changed their mind again, and the fan is now called likewise. Anyway, without any further ado, here's the fan on high speed first. This thing is incredibly noisy for how new it is. Like, it was only used very little. Like, it wasn't used a lot at all. It was very clean. Motor didn't look worn out. But it still hums a lot, which I guess is to be expected for a fan of such low quality. You can probably hear this thing is rather noisy. It also kind of does wobble a bit, that's why I'm holding it. And I did put a little piece of white tape on one of the blades just to kind of indicate RPM. I'd say that probably goes somewhere around maybe 175. I do admit I did make a small modification to the fan. I did pitch the blades originally more than they were, because I noticed with these models, if you do that, the airflow greatly increases. Alright, I'm now going to go to medium speed. Medium probably goes somewhere around maybe 135 RPM. And is as noisy as ever. I can hear that all the way back here. Now for the low speed, that's probably going to go somewhere around 80 RPM, though it probably looks faster on camera. Alright, I'm going to turn it off, slow it down, and talk about some general information on it. The blades are actually reversible from just plain black, which I like the most, to marble. I don't know who in their right mind would include marble with this fan. It looks so tacky and cheap, it's not even funny. Although I guess for someone who has that decor, it could match. Although I really don't even know who would use that. The light kit itself I'm not using because the original owner was kind enough to include the blank cap for use without light in the box it came in. The light kit itself actually adds functionality, and I generally really like fans without these blank caps and a light kit instead. However, in this case, I think this just looks better because the light kit also looked very cheap. It was 3 clear ribbed glass globes with little like just lines going down the middle of them, so I didn't really like that because I don't think it really suited the personality of the fan. Now I'm going to talk about the pros and cons. I like the fact that this is quite versatile. That's definitely a pro because it has reversible blades, even though the marble, to me, is pretty bad looking. It's still an option, and also it can be installed with or without the light. Another pro, I guess, is the gunmetal finish, because you really don't find too many fans in gunmetal. Although at the same time, that's kind of a con, because how do you match the lights in the rest of your house? Although I guess, with the black blades, if you have other black light fixtures, that could work. A pro is that the fan is flush mountable, like that's what it comes with. It is good for ceilings 8 feet or less, however, on anything higher than that, that could be a con, because it restricts the mounting options. Also, I like the fact that the fan is included with these nice little decorative pendants. Those are kind of a nice color. And the quality is quite low, so that's definitely a con. Overall, I'd have to give this 3 stars, other than some neat design things, and these interesting blade brackets, which still appear to be SMC, even though the fan's actually not made by SMC, really not a very good opinion in my taste. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.